Hello, everybody. Today we will show how to implement DNS server and HTML server or web server. Okay, and we have too much details in this lab, and so I want you to concentrate because we need to understand the network and how the services or the servers are found or installed inside the network, and also how the configuration of the servers are done. So first of all, we need to have the same network as we have seen before in lab 2. So for example, we need to have switch, another switch here, and we need a router. This router has two interfaces and a couple of PCs. Okay, and here we need only one PC because we will not use this network at all, but because we want to configure the default gateway. It's very important to understand the default gateway from here on, because we need to understand this. We are going to deal with multiple LANs in the upcoming labs. Okay, so we connect the devices. Okay, another connection. We connect these devices together. A basic LAN is here. Go to the configuration and 192.168.1.10. Okay, and also this one is IP address is 192.168.1.3. Okay, and here the default gateway, we didn't assign the default gateway actually. So go here and configure 00. So make sure that 00 is to the left hand side. We wait here for a little bit so the interface appears here on the cursor. So gigabit 00. We know now that gigabit 00 is our interface. So 192.168.1.1. This is the default gateway, and we have to make sure this interface is on. Okay. And if we want to get outside this network, we have only the way to get outside this network is using the default gateway. So also here, this network, we can configure it in the IP address range 10. This is 10.10.10.2. Okay, we will not need too much details in this network, but we have to configure it to make it working. The entire network is working. So this is the second interface. This is 10.10.10.1. And here, sorry, we forgot to make the interface on. We fast forward, and then we can check if the communication is done or not. We still need to make it again. Okay, we still have a problem. This 192.168.1.3. Okay, I didn't assign the default gateway. So this is the default gateway is 192.168.1.1. Okay. And also this one, the default gateway 192.168.1.1. And also the other one, we have to assign the default gateway so we can communicate between these two devices. So this is 10.10.10.1. And here it doesn't succeed. So we test now if it is succeeding. Maybe the first time will not be succeeded, but the second one should be successful. Yes. So now we can communicate between the devices. The entire network is working now. We can connect from network A to network B and vice versa. Now we need to create our web browser. So we go to the servers and add another server. And from the configuration, this is web server. You can say web server like this. Okay. This is a web server. And we connect this web server to, okay, to here. Okay. And we assign the web server. Let me see which range we used. We used the 10, and I think we didn't use 11 here, so we used 3. This is 11. And here we can use the 3. So this is desktop, and this is 192.168.1.3. Okay. And we have to assign the default gateway 192.168.1.1. Okay. So the web server now is working. So we can make sure that we can connect to it from other devices. Okay. Successful. And we need to make this service working. So we need to make it a web server. It hosts a website. Go to the services and click on HTTP, which is the default is appears here. It's on even, and we can get to the index. This is the main page of the website. We click on edit, and then we change some little bit of this. Welcome to write your name here, just to make sure that it's working. Okay, and make sure that you saved it. Yes. And go from the other network, go to the web browser. We want to navigate this website. We click on the web server and we write the address of the web server, which is 192.168.1.3. And successfully, we can reach the website successfully. But now we have a problem. Every website or every web server, we have to remember the number. There is another way. Another way is to use DNS. So we add another server. Go add another server and name it DNS. Okay. And for that server, put the IP address 192.168.1.4. And just remember this because it is going to be static. Okay. And here we have the subnet mask, and the default gateway is 192.168.1.1. This is the DNS server, is not connected yet, so I have to connect it, make sure that it's working, and also make sure that it can be reached by outsiders. Yes, so outsiders can reach to the DNS. Okay, so everything is successful. So DNS also is working. I want to write, instead of writing, this is my website. So instead of writing here, I wrote the IP address of the web server. It takes some time here, I don't know why. 192.168.1.3, and I pressed enter. So this is my website. Instead, I want to write www.osama.com. So the website appears. Okay. How to do that? Actually, we go to the DNS server and okay, And for the DNS server, we go to the services and go to DNS service and add the www.osama.com, and the address is 192.168.1.3. This is the, and make sure that the DNS service is on. Don't forget this. And we save. Okay. Name should, okay. So we added, and we have this entry. Whenever we write www.osama.com, is going to call this web server, and it appears, the website will be appearing in the web browser. So we can test that, make sure that everything is working. DNS server is here, but we have a problem here. We have to tell every computer the DNS server. We have to go to every PC, and tell the DNS server address, which is 192.168.1.4. This is the DNS server address. You have to go to every PC and do that. Okay? The second PC, go to the IP address and write 192.168.1.4. Okay? Okay. And of course, yeah, so we need also this one. Go here and write the DNS server, which is 192.168.1.4. I'm not sure about this, if it is working or not. I didn't test it before, but let me test it. Okay. We have to go to every device and tell him or tell it the device or the DNS address. Okay, we finished that. So we can go from this device and test our website. We'll go here from the web browser, wait for the web browser to download, to work, and write www.osama.com, enter, and it's working. Okay, this is working. And from here, let me see if it is working or not. I wish it's going to work. Okay. www.osama.com. Go. Okay. Alhamdulillah, it's working. Okay. So now everything is working. We have a DNS server, we have a web server. We understand the concept of DNS now, and we need, if we need to make configuration for each DNS, or for a DNS, for a web server, we need a DNS server, and we can configure now. We understand what is the entry, DNS entry. We understand the basics of DNS workings. And also, we understand how the web server is working and how to connect using the DNS to make the translation between the IP address and the domain name. Last step here is to make a DHCP server. Actually, this is very important because not every time you need to add a device, you have to write all of these information. So at this point, you really need, you are severely need this service, which is the DHCP service. You make it on, and the default gateway is 192.168.1.1, and for the DNS server is 192.168.1.4. This is the DNS address, and here we have the start IP address. The start IP address is 192.168.1.1 dot, for example, 20, after 20, and subnet mask 255.255.255. And we need only 200 devices, and these servers we don't need them, and saved everything. And also don't forget to add IP address for this server, so should be static actually. So 192.168.1.5 and default gateway 192.168.1.1. And for the DNS server 192.168.1.4. Okay, we didn't connect the server yet. Again, make sure that this service is working. Okay, it's working. Yeah, this is the IP address, and the services go to the DHCP service is on, and the default gateway, and this is 192.168.1.4. Okay, okay. Let me add another PC here and make sure that it is connected. Okay, and go to the desktop, and instead of having it static, click on DHCP, and you have all the information here. And instead of writing it manually, so you can take it from the DHCP. DHCP is working. To make sure it is working, we can go to the desktop, go to web server, and test if the website is working or not. www.osama.com. Let's go. Okay, so it's working. Okay, so everything is working now. We understand the web server, DNS server, and DHCP server. We also connect between two devices, and this device also can go and navigate from. You can access the web server from other network. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video, inshallah.